My dad's an animal.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tuesday Night Spotlight. We got a superstar in the building, y'all.
Not really.
We got a superstar in the building. He ain't gonna claim it. We gonna call him that anyway. For a better music group, we got Boogie in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? Thank you for having me, man.
I thank you for being here. So we're gonna get right into it. What's a moment in your life when everything just like clicked for you?
I would say, what do you mean, like musically? Click for
Life wise, like maybe like, cause you might it's kind of like fool's gold sometimes. You be feeling like you're doing good, but in your head your mental fucked up. So around you it looks like everything's going good. You getting some paper coming in. Everybody around you doing good, but in your mind your mental might be messed up. Is there a time like, okay, even though all of this is going around, like you might have like a negative feeling about it, and all of a sudden you get a different perspective on it, boom, and it shift the whole way you like move?
The funniest thing, to be honest, going to jail. Like that was because I never looked at life like I never look at it like I wouldn't say I never had a bad day. It just was like it's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, perspective.
When I went being in jail, it was a friend of mine. He would say they would ask me, "Yo, how you doing today?" And he was like, "Yo, just living the life," because the life was either you're gonna end up dead or in jail, and we didn't. So when you make that choice, it was like I didn't end up dead, so I'm in jail. So it's the life I chose. That's what it is. Going in there and having that realization, it was that. Plus, it was quiet. It gave you enough time to think. Because I always was in it, so it was kind of fast all the time. So when it was so much moving, you didn't get that much time to think. Once you decompress, and that was a good question. I would say the aha moment was recently when me and Knox was just talking about all the stuff. And then we realized, oh, it's 2023. Yeah, that was 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's called grinding with your head down. You know what I'm saying? I've been grinding with my head down, so I ain't never look up. And when you look up, it's like, oh, shit, we got a Grammy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it's 2023. So, but, it's different when you got to get your transmission fixed and all that shit, too, still. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't, I don't know, it's just probably now. Like, recently, it was like, oh, yeah, we can go, we can do this. Oh, we can, something, I already got my something in the water passes. Yeah, that's when it was one of them things, like, oh, shit, they don't even got a lineup yet. Yeah,
it's real talk, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that kind of stuff. And at these moments now, like that time this time around, I'm appreciating the process.
Because at first you were going so hard with it, you was
going
working
fast. I was there for the Rockefeller breakup. In the building. Like in the building when they was like, they came the next day and they was like, yo, you can't go to this side of the building no more. Like, for what? It's like, yeah, they got to move the office. They moved it from Def Jam to a little side, and then they moved it from the side building to the Rockaway offices.
So for our younger generation, maybe around my age or younger, can you maybe explain the little Rockefeller situation?
The Jay-Z Dame Dash breakup.
Yeah.
This was, I can't even remember when it was. It was,
or at least show perspective of that day, what was going on. Like,
it wasn't a day. It was a whole. It was regular because at the time I was working with an R&B artist, but I was signed to Seven and Radius on a production company. He was doing all the R&B stuff because he had just worked with Ja Rule and Ashanti and all that stuff. This was when Dame was signing all them artists. He had like everybody. He had Beanie Siegel, he had State Property, he had Little Neek, he had a bunch of artists. Yeah, he had Atlanta, he had everybody. It seemed like. Jay-Z wasn't involved. He was on vacation. I don't know if you remember. And they kept saying, yo, when Jay-Z come back, he was sitting, nobody had talked to him. While this whole time Dame was running around the world and doing that, nobody had talked to him. And that's when they came back, and that's when you seen that clip of them having the meeting. They was like, oh, you're having a meeting without me. And that's when that was the split. That was doing the Lost Ones. That song was that motherfuckers say they made, okay, yeah,
make another hoe.
But in the office, it was weird. It was not. It was just how it was. Memphis Bleak and them they were like Dame had his crew, and Jay had his crew. You know what I'm saying? That was the big tug was with the Kanye thing and all this stuff like that. So it wasn't like it was known. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like nigga Jay don't really fuck with y'all niggas. They be like, nah, nigga, you bullshitting. Like, nah, he ain't fucking with y'all niggas. It was kind of known. So being around even stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's you don't think about it when it's happening. So it just happened. Like hip hop. We ain't thinking about hip hop. It's just to the happen. We ain't know. Look where we at now.
Yeah.
Who how off of nothing? Off of what? Off of hip hop? They ain't even named that shit.
Word. Now you brought up Knots. Tell me about how y'all's relationship started and y'all's kind of journey.
Oh,
because y'all been rocking for a long time.
I met Knots the first day I moved down here, like literally.
You from New York, right?
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. We moved here overnight, like in October. My mother walked me. We moved to Piccadilly Street. My mother walked me over the catwalk to Norview High School. Carlos was in the chair. There was an open chair, and Knots was sitting there. I had on some Nikes. Carlos asked me about my shoes. He was like, "Yo, where you get them shoes from?" I was like, "I got them from Dr. J's." He was like, "Where that's at?" I was like, "Brooklyn downtown. I don't know." He was like, "Oh, you from New York?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You rap?" I was like, "Yeah." I don't know why he asked me that. I was like, "Yeah, I rap." He was like, "Oh, my man right here make beats." You know what I'm saying? He was like, it just so happened Knots lived right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So I was tight with my mom because we had just moved down here, and I was like, I'm gonna run away. She kidnapped me because we moved from New York. You gotta remember, you like 15, 16. You moved from Brooklyn to Virginia overnight. This is before the train, the mega bus and all that shit. They ain't had none of that shit. Like, I don't know how to drive. I went to sleep and woke up in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? That was a kidnapping. And it was quiet and shit. It was so, you know what I'm saying? The sounds, it was real. I called my grandma, was like, "Yo, you know your daughter kidnapped me?" You know what I'm saying? Like, she fucking, for real. So I ain't want to go home. Right after that, I went to his crib. The same day, I went to his crib and he was playing some beats. I rapped and shit, and Ant came in. I think Ant, his brother came in. Somebody, he was like, "Yo, y'all should be a group." Nigga, he had a talent show like that weekend. It was like a Wednesday. They had a talent show that weekend. Me and him did the talent show that weekend. He had gave me a tape. Now, it was my birthday coming up. So I'm calling everybody back in New York. I'm like, I'm gonna run away. I gotta get back to, I'm gonna steal a car and drive back. I ain't know how to get the fuck back. I ain't know the route. But that's how I had the tape. And then when they sent me back, I went to the block. Smooth and them was on the block, and I played the tape. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, "Yo, who made these beats?" I said, "Me." But I didn't make them. Knots made them.
Right.
But I know how to load the machine up. But I was like, and they was like, "Oh, we gonna take these shits. We want to buy this one and buy this one." I was like, I gotta call my man because I don't know how to load the machine up. And it was Knots. You know what I'm saying? So since then he was staying here, and I always used to run back and forth from New York, and I had the tape. I sold like 16 of them beats.
That's crazy.
That's how I started.
That's a crazy journey. And then, so you were with J Records at one point.
Yeah.
What about that experience rocking with them?
That was one of the last deals. J Records was cool because it was Clive wanted to pay back. J Records is because his name is Clive J Davis. Everybody in Clive Davis family got the middle name is J. I don't even know what his name is. Swear to God, that's why it's J Records. I swear it's some Jewish shit. Like his name is Clive J Davis. Everybody's name is J. If you look up, and I do this shit now, and you should because this is our culture. If you look up, it was a time, I think it was like, I want to say 95, 94. They gave Clive Davis, they made him retire from Arista, basically. Now, if you don't know who Clive Davis is, he started Puff Daddy, Whitney Houston, all that. I remember because when I went to the office, he used to have all the pictures on the wall of everybody. When you go sign a Clive, you got to perform for him. So, they had everybody on the wall, you know what I'm saying? But they made him retire because they said he was old. And he was, bro. He was old for the industry is a young man's sport. But he was older for that at that time. He started J Records just to show Arista.
Yeah.
Now, what was ill about J Records was the first. They changed the culture of music. Like they was one of the first ones. What I mean is, when I was on J Records, it basically was just American Idol. Everybody does it now, and I don't know if y'all know. Seriously, honestly,
Yeah.
it's sponsored by American Idol. That was the way they changed it to where instead of listening to a demo or working the demo, the new thing was, first of all, everybody on American Idol is signed to J Records. The only one that got off was Kelly Clarkson. She fought that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't read the contract. A recording contract is like this thick. A TV contract is like this thick. So they own everybody. If you ever noticed, just look it up. Fantasia, J Records. Ruben Studdard, J Records. Clay Aiken, J Records. All of them. Even at the point, if you notice it now, at the end of American Idol at the finals, who's sitting in the front? Clive Davis. Yeah, we got Clive Davis in there. You're going to offer a deal? No, you already signed the deal. That was the thing. We're gonna let the world vote for the next star
of our
that we already said. Yeah, y'all, who y'all like? Y'all vote, man. Who y'all? But we got all of them. That was the game. But now it's done. That's not the Voice.
Yeah,
I think the Voice is universal. Or any of them shows like that was built on that. But that was the first one. It was J Records. Now it was kind of known in there. You know what I'm saying? That's why they never had that many successful artists. The only artists when I was there, it was me, Bus. I got there early. When I was on J Records, they didn't even have an office. My meetings was in the hotels. They had all them staying in the hotel. They had me living in a hotel on 55th and Madison. Good hotels, though. Nice hotels. They had me, Bus, Missy, Wyclef. Bus the one that told me to get off. Of course, he's like, man, go. He's like, go home. Take this budget money, go home and do everything you did to get here. Do your mixtapes and shit and sell that shit in the streets, But it was known thing that it was built on American Idol. When the play when everybody picked their head up and noticed what it was kind of too late. You know what I'm saying? They ran the play already.
Right.
Yeah, Alicia Keys wasn't even successful on J Records. They really kind of didn't sell no record. But they had a hold down. Now if you look at everybody that was on there, like the Larry Davis, or I'm sorry, Larry Jackson, and all they went on to run different aspects of the industry now. Like he's at Apple Music. All them guys, because it was that play. It was not saying fuck music. We're gonna put everybody on the camera on TV. American Idol.
Yeah, that's genius though.
American Idol was running for 10 years before. I won't say people figured it out, but it was.
Oh yeah, it's popping. It was that show. I'm trying to think of a show to compare it to nowadays, but
it was the one. It was the first one. Now after that they did it. The X Factor, a bunch of them. X Factor, yeah. Even America's Got Talent. All that shit is that kind of show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They've done it different ways, Dancing with the Stars, all types. That's a little different, but still, you get the point.
Same thing. Yeah. That's what J Records was, though. That's what the label was for. They didn't, I won't say they let it be known, but they had other artists. They had everybody. But that in J Records, I learned the business, a lot of business, because I was fresh out of college and they're up there every day. Seeing them build even where they place the offices at. You wouldn't even think that shit matters. Yeah, I learned the business, the music business at J Records. Yeah, they good at that. Good at that.
Let's take it back, way back. Back to your origins, like growing up. Tell me what was like growing up, your household. Did you have any siblings? How your parents was, the environment?
Oh shit. All right. Well, my father's a DJ. Mm-hmm. My father's a DJ in Brooklyn, back when hip hop was getting started. You know, we had the speakers and shit. Now I'm a crate baby.
Yeah, I remember you saying you had the crates. You said at one point it made you feel like, you know, it kind of made you want to stay away from music.
Hell yeah, I hated it. Like yeah, cause it was work to me. Like it was I'm like 11, 12. My father got gigs. You know what I'm saying? This is when you got to fill up the van. You got to put the crates in there. You got to set it up right. You got to put the speakers in there.
Right.
Then I got to go with him.
And you got to arrange it in a way to where he know where everything
at. No, we got to pull it out and all that. All he doing is, he helped. He showed us, but we got to put all that shit up together and run the speaker wire and all that kind of shit. Set up, it's sort of like setting this up, but a little more back then. It was more analog.
Right.
Run the wires, run the snakes and all that shit. And then you got to test the shit, making sure the wires ain't, all that. And then later, I got to take that shit down. And and this is just house parties and stuff. It ain't like, even if it's a club event, my father we had to still stay there and set it up.
Right.
So as a child, I'm coming home 3, 4 in the morning. I'm the only kid there with my older brothers and all them and helpers and niggas from the neighborhood and shit. And it's work. I'm not these is grown folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually around the DJ. I'm around the DJ equipment and shit. I ain't drinking the shit. I'm the kid helper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got at the most, I got to put all the records back in the joint because that's when they have records and they just taking them and throwing them and taking them and putting them in the shit. I got to put them shits back after my brother and them do their set or my father do his set. So that was, I've been around, but what's crazy is like trying to escape that. Well, not even escape, trying to escape that. Going outside, my brothers is small. All my family is industry. I'm an industry kid. So that even made me want to not do it more. For real.
I can imagine.
My grandfather was in the Dell Vikings. That's like a singing group. I got my aunt is Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Yeah, somebody know that name. That's a hard. You got to know that. That's all right. So my uncle JoJo used to manage Cheryl. He was with Full Force. My other cousin is Queen Pen, Lanice. Now and that's closer. She used to live out here. She used to be out here. Right. Queen Pen got a baby. Her baby daddy was Buffy Buff. Yeah, they used to be in my crib. You know what I'm saying? Buffy Buff and the Fat Boys. So all that's in my crib all the time. DJ Scratch is my cousin. He'll tell you he my brother, but he not my brother. He act like my brother. Right. My father, all this shit is documented. You got pictures, all that shit. I was supposed to be Scratch, but that nigga was super nice, so it helped me go outside. You know what I'm saying? We're scratching him over there. He's standing on the turntables doing that shit. I'm outside playing basketball. Go ahead. I don't want to do that shit. And that nigga nice. Let him do that shit. Like, I could DJ, I could do it, but, you know, it wasn't forced on me, but it was, you're going to learn this shit. You're going to know this. You know, it's in the house all day. I'm a DJ son. My father friends is DJ. My brother is Smooth Hustler. Yeah, even we go to Gates Avenue, it's a big fat nigga joking on everybody. Oh, that's Biggie. Yeah, so this shit was, but it was regular. You know what I'm saying? This shit is like now. It seems it's just regular.
Right. So for you, yeah, everything that people somewhat kind of dream to do, it's like you wake up and it's like, oh, okay, this is my life. You know what I mean? These people y'all talk about on it, I guess over the phone or you know, y'all see these people I can go to and talk to right now if I want to. You can access them right now, and these people that like idolize these people. So
that's why you shouldn't idolize nobody. You don't want to meet your heroes. Trust me, you do not want to meet them niggas. They regular people. You shouldn't put that much on them. Like I want a star is, well, they make celebrities. They say we used to look up at the stars, now we look up at the stars. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real bad. Like they just regular people.
Right.
That was the part where that's what it's more relatable to, because these is regular. Like I won't say to y'all, because we all the same. Everybody the same, but it's just regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like treat them like a regular person, and you'll get way further. Like it's not like it makes you more like standoffish when motherfuckers you. Just think as a regular person, everybody coming up to you and screaming at you or just like, oh my God.
Oh no, I can imagine. Yeah,
you be like, yo, hold on, B, yo, relax. It make me a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly said, can we say R. Kelly on this thing?
Yeah, he not a cuss word or nothing.
All right, yeah. R. Kelly said the illest shit. One day we was at Jimmy Iovine house, and he had to use the bathroom, and he wouldn't use the bathroom that had windows in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real shit. Because he was like, yo, it might be some freaky shit now because we know about him now.
Yeah.
But he said, he was like, yo, you know what's the worst thing he hate about being a celebrity? He couldn't get McDonald's, and he liked McDonald's. But he was like, yo, if I pull up at McDonald's to get some food, 9 times out of 10, somebody gonna do something to my shit. It's gonna be, and he was like, it might be a girl that his girl, or a nigga that his girl like my song, or just cause it's me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is singing. Nigga said, I'm saying, I wish, nigga. He said, you spitting in the nigga. For real. He was like, yo, you spitting in the nigga sandwich that you sung at the graduation. You sung my song at the graduation, and now you want to put your dick in my sandwich, B. Y'all niggas crazy. Is terrible, B. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what it is.
You had to go through, yeah.
To me, it was always regular. I had to learn certain stuff. Another female celebrity friend, ex-friend of mine, we used to walk down the street in the city, and they used to scream my name. And I used to always turn around. She'd be like, don't turn around. She's like, because we'll never get nowhere. Just like, this don't, it's not being funny. It's just like, don't turn around. Yeah, no,
real shit.
Because if you do, they're going to stop you. It might be a crazy. They do that shit all the time. Just act like you did. And it's hard to do. It's kind of hard to, you know what I'm saying? You want to stop it. it's just weird. It's just regular shit. Once you know it's that, I think that's probably what it sustain you longer. If everybody that I know that's been in the game or whatever you want to call it, just been successful for a while with it, understand that. It's just regular shit. Now that we learning it now. It's sort of like, NBA players, when you get the big check, don't blow all your money. Niggas know that now. They had to learn that from a whole bunch of broke ass NBA players.
Yeah.
Niggas is fucked up. So it's now we learn that it's like,
just like all the record labels and stuff like that, learning the little details and stuff, you know. Because I remember back when I was younger, it was the big deal was to have a major record deal. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden, you know, you hear all the details about some of our favorite artists and some of the deals they was on.
Man, listen,
it's ridiculous.
You want it? It's yeah, it's shitty.
But we ain't got to go all the way there this time around. I do want to get back and
come on.
into your what influenced you, I guess, to be like, all right, well, I do want to do music. I do want to rap. You know what I mean? I do want to get back into the scene.
To be honest, let's see. I say a friend of mine told me, don't die with your music in you. You know what I'm saying? And because for real, for lack of not bullshitting, this music shit is really, really easy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like writing songs and all that shit is really, really easy to me. And they say if you find the stuff that you do real easy, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Like and I can't sing at all. That's why I love what I do, because I can't sing. That's how you know if you should sing or not. I can't sing. You know what I'm saying? That's why people, when they can't sing, I don't understand why they be trying to sing. You be like, bro, you can't sing. Like, you know you can't sing, right? Because you know certain people that can sing. That's how you know.
I feel like you shaded me right now.
Not you. I didn't know you sing.
Nah, I don't sing.
Not you. I'm just saying.
No, I don't sing.
But same thing. Like, I can rap. There's certain people that are like, bro, you know you can't rap, bro. Like, it's not bad. It's not. So I'm grateful for that. So once I figured out, like, oh yeah, I could really, really, for real, it was one of the first deals. It was the Def Jam deal. When I got a deal by mistake, that's when I was like, oh shit, you could really, like, it was.
Cause so you still was, even though you didn't want to do this as like your career path, this was your like dream or whatever, it was like you was still working on it, you still had fun with it. It was something that you was still doing on the back end. It just wasn't nothing that you took real serious.
What happened was, and this is real shit. Just by, I won't say happenstance or circumstance. I'm from Brooklyn. You either sling a crack rock or you got to wick a jump shot. Like niggas playing basketball, or I just smoothing them was in the studio. Like my father had all this shit in the crib. Like so it was going from the crib to the studio. You know what I'm saying? DR and them had to, it wasn't nothing else to do. Like even when I came down here, when we got with DMP with Knots and them shit, it wasn't. Just think about what you do when you go after school. When niggas come home from school, what you doing? This is before YouTube and all that shit. No video game or nothing.
Shoot, probably go to the find a neighborhood that got a basketball court or something like that.
Facts. So we was doing that, but then all people's in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is in the studio rapping. This is 96, 95. You know what I'm saying? So niggas go in the studio. Everybody got a studio. My man them got a studio. My pops and them know somebody got a studio. So I'm in the studio. Like it was something. It wasn't even got no PlayStation and none of that shit. So we going to the studio. We learn how to make beats. You know what I'm saying? That was just. Niggas was really making mixtapes and all that shit.
Right.
That was real. This when niggas was coming home for hours and practicing. You know what I'm saying? Practicing being a DJ. They probably still do it. People that still do that. You know what I'm saying? So it was that I wouldn't say I was in it, but I was in it. Like
right.
It really was smooth. Smooth. He was doing it way before. They was doing MOP, Smooth. All of them was in the studio. So it was just like, and this is D&D studio. You know what I'm saying? Smith & Wesson, all them niggas, like, it's the guys we go to school, and then they go to the studio after, and niggas coming back with tapes, and niggas is on tapes and shit like that. Right. So that's when but it still wasn't real. It just was the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was doing it now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, going to school, like, oh, I got a tape, we did a song. It was, what else we gonna do?
Yeah. You don't really realize it till later, and the fact, damn, we was doing all that.
That's
we was
why
really
I love hip hop.
like, yeah.
You gotta love this shit. You have to love it. Like I do. I love it. I love it like LL love it, and I don't have had nowhere near his success. But you gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta love it.
Tell me about Ants and Elephants 2.
Oh, that come out 32323. All right, so I did Ants and Elephants 1 when I first came home. That was in 17. Ants and Elephants, it started work like an ant, eat like an elephant, but it's really about symbolism. If you think of an ant, you think of something real small.
Right.
If you think of an elephant, you think of something big.
Right.
So ants and elephants is in Africa and all over and anywhere. Ants and elephants exist together. You know what I'm saying? It's reason that elephants will literally carry an ant, a whole tribe of ants to another part. They don't walk there. Did you know that? Ants travel on elephants.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Like when they now what's ill is a bunch of ants could kill you. No problem, without a problem. They crawl in canals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They do it all the time. They will kill you. But they don't do it to the elephants. They don't do it to a lot of animals. Now, me doing ants and elephants is now if an ant, which is this small, and an elephant is this big, can coincide, why everything else in the world can't coincide.
Word.
So if ants and elephants can work together, why everything else can't work together?
Yeah, it can't.
It can.
Right.
Yeah, it can. But yeah, that was what ants and elephants was about. It was symbolism. That's all it was. It'd make you think like that.
Any projects in particular? Because probably when this drop, it'll be probably right around the time that this is out. So any projects in particular you would say stand out to you, or that you like in particular, like stand out for you, maybe emotionally?
Mine?
Yeah.
Or this one, because I lost my best friend Hollis, Treasy, and he's on it. He on the last song. He's on all my projects. He's on he's on everything with me. But yeah, this one. It was kind of like a test, like, yo, you know how it is kind of with music. I never, not saying I was going to stop or not do anything, but it's like, yo, can I do it not without him, but like how it's going to be affected
because it probably don't feel the same.
Definitely don't feel the same. I never be the same. I had to come to terms with that. Like, I'm never going to be the same for that. And it's cool. Like, I ain't going to be the same for that. Everything changed. Yeah, everything changed. And for good, for the good.
But you said 3-2-3-2-3.
3-2-3-2-3.
You threw me off. I was over here thinking about it for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell is that? That's like
that's
2
March
weeks.
23rd,
Yeah,
2003.
So
yeah,
it's right around the corner. Like I said, when y'all see this, it'll be out. So make sure y'all go stream that. Boogie. Make sure y'all go check that out. We do have a teeny bit of time. I remember we said we chopped it up a little bit the other day. We could dive a little bit into the Ja Morant thing. Your opinions on that situation?
Ja Morant, I think he need to. Everybody make mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think we should. I don't rush the judgment on people.
And just for people out there that maybe don't know, Ja Morant is a basketball player for the Memphis Grizzlies, superstar player, all-star.
He's in trouble.
He young guy, and he just kind of got a lot going on behind the scenes, and he got caught with a gun on. Or
no, he didn't get caught.
gun.
No, he didn't get caught.
I mean, he didn't get caught with the gun, but he on video with a gun.
Yeah.
They can't prove that it is a gun, so that works in his favor. But that's a violation, obviously. And the last time somebody got caught with a gun in a public facility, which he didn't get caught, but the last time Gilbert Arenas, it was 50 games, so it's a pretty big deal.
It was Gilbert. They gave Gilbert Arenas 50 games.
Yeah.
That time.
Yeah, David Stern wasn't playing well.
They did.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember. He ain't even flash it or nothing. Did he? He showed it. Or something?
He pulled.
They told him something, right?
Because he was beefing with one of his teammates. Yeah.
And he told him I'm gonna bring it.
I don't know how he got caught. You know.
They had 2 guns too. Give him a shout out to Gilbert Arenas. Nigga the thug. But now Ja Morant, he flashed it on the
IG jump
on the camp. Yeah. Listen, man. Just don't do nothing to incriminate yourself. When do we get that reckless? I don't want to call it stupid. It's just like reckless. Like, and you in the NBA, bro. Like, please, you're not going. I will hope you wouldn't shoot nobody. We gotta, again, being regular. Gotta be a regular person, bro. Like, it's not even if one should get in the NBA, and I know people gotta protect themselves and stuff. I'm gonna just say it. Hey, have one of the homies with you. You could pay. I will get you. I will hire. I got friends you can hire, bro. I swear to God, for cheap, real cheap, for jerseys and shit. They just let them wear the chain. They will be right up front. They don't even need a gun. These niggas are so hungry they will bite somebody's head off if they bother you, bro. Like, you don't need to. And that little Men in Black gun, you don't need that in we got to make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like John Moran, what are you gonna do once you shoot somebody? Let's start thinking about that, because once you shoot somebody, some stuff that happens after that.
Oh, it's pretty. You basically have go to war pretty much going on.
Or you gonna lose. You gotta go to court, type of shit. Or you gonna kill once. Your job, you have the right to protect yourself. Don't get me wrong, but once that didn't seem like it was
A defensive.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm quite sure somebody got a pistol on him here right now, but we ain't running around and fucking hey, look that part.
Yeah.
Like I don't. I never understood what they get from it. I don't know. I ain't get the memo. You know what I'm saying? Do you get coochie for flashing the gun? Like everything is for coochie.
It's a good. We should get some of the cause I'm 20, about to be 27, but I can't. I think that's probably I'm in the middle of that generation, but so I wanted maybe somebody around the 21, 22-year-old range. I wonder what is it? I don't know what it is either that makes people feel like, all right, let me flash my junk. That makes you, because I wouldn't want to show what I have on me. Now you a target. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to put that target on my back.
I don't like to be a conspiracy theorist or none of that stuff, but I know when they made the guns legal and they made them bigger and they say you could show it. I think it's a genre thing. I think it's for that being promoted. Because it's always it's sort of like this. Everybody know to do a selfie, you hold the camera like this. Mm-hmm. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Everybody does it. Why is that the thing? Why is that the norm? Why you can't do it like this? Do you understand what I'm saying? So even the move that he did, everybody seen the move. Everybody know how it go. You bounce the song, you just grab it. Hey, why is that? Everybody know how to do the butterfly, the finger roll, the money arm. You know what I'm saying? The fan, the same way. Mm-hmm. Why is that? How is that? That's what is being shown. It's sort of like and it's not a conspiracy thing, because yes, there's liquor stores in the hood, but you don't have to drink the liquor. Yeah, you can have a gun, but I don't think you should be in a club doing what followers following followers. That's the I won't say the genre or the era we live in now, but it's followers following followers.
I like that. Mm-hmm. I think
he's a follower.
Yeah,
he's doing the same thing that
you see everybody else doing, and like they say, he's trying. It's like he kind of trying to live that rapper lifestyle. Like that's kind of the thing, And it's not. That ain't it. First of all, you got more you got NBA money. Like what I mean. You got your parents live right beside you. It's crazy. It's just, in my opinion, it's crazy, especially with the type of people his parents seem to be like. Because I don't think he got that from them either.
He got it from following somebody. I don't want to name names, but it looked like Young Thug. The music was, and you see where that led. It's sort of like saying it's followers following followers. I believe like that. That one is kind of, I don't know. I won't blame. I'm not jumping to judgment, and he just got to learn from it. Hopefully, right. I didn't know. Wow, 50 games. How long? So what are they talking about giving him? 50? Is it a charge? What's the?
No, so they did. So Denver police, because he got caught in Denver, or this happened in Denver, so they investigated it, but they decided not to press charges. So that's good. I don't think it's gonna be no charges pressed against him, but they.
Is that brandishing? Do anybody know? Do we got a gun expert in the shit? Is that?
Well, it's Colorado though. You know what I'm saying? It's Colorado. You would know Colorado laws, gun laws, shit.
But ain't that like brandishing? If you pull out a weapon a little bit.
I'm not sure, but I guess he could claim that it's like an airsoft rifle, airsoft gun or something like that. Technically, right? So it's like you can't really prove it that it is a real.
I'm talking about. I'll just be thinking about and not even with the John Moran, and it's definitely because it's him. It's kind of weird, crazy. I'm just thinking about the after effect of it. Do you feel happy after you filming yourself live with the gun and then put it? After you cut the camera off, then what? You know what I'm saying? It's like
they got a little adrenaline rush,
busting nigga in the ass. Nigga busted layups. Do the layups, man. Come on, man. Bust Steph Curry ass, man. Reel. Come on, man. Come on, Ja. Come on, man.
One last thing. Mm-hmm. What's I guess this is a good way to end it. What's a message to the people out there? I guess any message that's on your heart right now for the youth, for anybody.
For the
well, you can do the youth and everybody.
A message for everybody? I don't know. Get money and stay safe, man. Stay dangerous, man. Watch your ass, man. It's crazy. And fucking unplug all them robots. Why is they let everybody? Why they letting robots take over everything? Pour some water in that shit, b. Y'all want to live on? Y'all ain't see Terminator, none of that shit. Y'all don't see what's going on. Y'all don't know nobody. Nobody else noticing this shit. If I the only one that's bugging, I almost got stuck in the airport. Coming back, flying in. You know how you get your ticket shit. They had all the cash. They had one lane for cash. I went to the lane for cash, and I have cards. I don't have a problem with it. I pulled up to it. They said it's a sign on there. It say as of January 1st, the airport does not no longer accepts cash. Right. So I asked. I said, man, what if my sons they travel too as well? What you could do if they don't have if you don't have no cash? She said you could back up, park your car, and then you walk in there and go to the counter and you give them some money and they're gonna give you a card, and then you come out and you put it in. But she even said it. She was like, yeah, they're just trying to do away with all the jobs. Like they're taking the people away from anything, from everywhere. Once you get to the end, I read a lot. And they said even in them books, once you get to the end, the lower tier jobs, not saying it, but the simple jobs, as simple as cashier. To the point we the cashier now. Yeah, you go to the store, you ring yourself up. Right. Most of the time now. Yeah, I just didn't have a tea the other night, and they have no cashier. The cashier actually was standing there next to the thing, showing you how to ring yourself up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody managing the machine.
Yeah. Yeah. So that part, like, what do we like? I don't know about that part. I don't know if we. No, I'm not no conspiracy theorist over here, but I'm just saying it's just shit look kind of robotish.
So the moral of the story is to use less robots.
No, nah. I want to say use less. Just be aware. It's really coming to a time of. Again, we looked up. It was 2023. I don't know if anybody else sees it. It seems like time is moving a little bit faster. Not faster, but it's definitely we're at a time where everything is speeding up. It's day and night. It's like now it's. I don't know. They said we hit a peak in a growth of even electronics. Like but once we hit a peak and we got to jump over and everything. The last thing that we jumped over was the Stone Age, and then this next technology era is kind of rare. I don't know if y'all. I follow businesses, so it's the artificial intelligence business is serious, extremely serious. They got pretty soon, but next year you're gonna have a robot in your house, for sure. What I mean is you already got some people already do. If you got one of them vacuum cleaners, the automatic vacuum, that's a robot. Yeah. Word. Yeah, but by next year, a lot of people, you want to see way more robots. It's going to look like it's popped up, but it's what's next year, 2024, right? Yep. Yeah, next year you're going to see people going to have a lot of robots in the house.
Well, my brother Boogie is not a robot.
Nah, I'm not a robot.
He's not a robot.
Those are motherfucking robots could download these albums too.
Damn right. So make sure y'all go stream that Ants and Elephants too. Yeah. Y'all go check that out. And my man about to give us a performance. I appreciate you coming up here.
Always, man. I'm gonna come again.
Yes, sir. To have me again. I got more questions for you.
Let's get it. I like it here. I like it here.
Tuesday night spotlight. Oh. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they trying to tell me right now.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask a couple questions.
Oh yeah, come on.
What we doing? Let's go.
All right, what's up, Boogie? What's good
with you, champ? Good seeing you.
Yo, I just want to say some stuff, right? So, I got the VA in '98, and one of the first vinyls that somebody gave me was your joint with Knots. I don't know if that was '98 or '99. Might have been two. I don't know the Ghetto record.
Ghetto Love. Oh, that was 2000.
2000. I was playing that on 92.1 The Beat back in the day.
My man, thank you.
I just was thinking about some stuff that you was on. Like you on a Dilla album, right? Ain't you on that? Like I be hearing you and shit. I be hearing you. I heard you on shit. I be hearing you on Shade 45 and different places here and there. I'm like, oh damn, I hear you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And always been a fan of your music.
Thank you, man.
But why you don't ever be giving? I don't really get no records like that. Why you don't be giving? How you be giving? Like I don't know if Static Selector or somebody got the record.
Nah, they be
how I ain't get it.
Man, it's out there. All the records that those shits, I just put them out. Like for real. I know. All jokes aside, my shit is so organic. Like I don't pay no blog. Nigga, give me an email. You'll have everything.
All right. So, so generally speaking, like when you make music, you don't have no like radio plan or nothing like that, or no plan to get it to DJs, or even you don't even think about radio.
What's crazy is, I do
not even radio, but like satellite, like Shade 45 mainly, because really you know, like you don't really make radio music anyway. You know what I mean?
No, I don't make. I just make music. I make them. Now, personally, today, damn, it's crazy. It's March 9th. But alone, I was just listening to Biggie album. I make those and then would be probably considered a radio album. But I'm from Life After.
All right.
The second disc. But I'm from the era of like them albums. Them just make how about some hardcore? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just make them records to put out. I don't know. You know how you got them records before? That was Daryl in them. Like that, nigga, I was on Fat Beats. Okay. That was all underground shit anyway. So it was just like, yo, I don't have a SoundCloud, none of that shit. I just put them out on these platforms. Now, what's crazy is I didn't know how much people was checking for my shit. Like all that shit on Sirius and all that. Yeah. Those is guys, they just getting the records. Like I've never sent nothing to a DJ.
Like I might have heard Premier play something when he was on satellite radio.
That's all not. That's people. Dog, even when we get in the interviews, even me getting the Conway feature, it's all organic. It's all like, yo, nah, I fuck with this. I reach out to them and they be like, same shit like how you saying. They be like, yo, I heard this shit, I want to fuck with you.
Yeah,
like, where? How you heard that shit?
You know, I'll be like, I be wanting to play that type of shit on Friday Night Bangers. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you everything. Rick, you know you got it. I ain't even know.
I be needing the clean version.
See, I don't know. I didn't even know. I would have been you crazy. You think I want to give you the drive, man? You to be the plug, Jack.
It be people that hit me up and be giving me records all the time and be like, yo, this the next one. It's for the radio. Sometimes they be fire, but they be like, they be dirty. Like, yo, I just got a thing about cleaning people records, so you know what I mean. Like,
no, I will give you every clean. I'll give you the key, and the ones that B got, I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He take them and do it. B take them and do it. Okay. Like and plus, you know, B is my guy. B, what's crazy is a lot of them scratching on my records is B.
Well, yeah, I ain't know that.
Yeah. B did he do breakdown paper? No, INC did breakdown paper. B did Details with me, Conway, and Treasy. B did Story to Tell. B did another single. A bunch of my scratches is B.
Even on these new records?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out DJ B. Shout out
Philly. B did my scratches.
Shout out INC.
Did he do? Let me see. Did he do any of them on this record?
I was just telling somebody about that party at Shaka's, right? Not the crazy part, but when INC was rocking, I was there with a friend of mine, a female friend, and she was I was like, yo, INC is getting busy on this joint. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah, because that was he did it. Yeah, INC is the guy, man. That's my guy. Shout out to DJ INC, man.
I'm supposed to be DJing something with him soon, but yeah, that's it. I had some other questions, but I ain't trying to put nobody on the spot.
Man, I don't care what you want to ask me. You want to ask some real? I know what you want to talk about.
No, you don't. You don't even know. You don't know what I'm gonna ask you. Here's a crazy question, right? It's the hood. The hood want to know this question. Don't want to know the answer to this, right? You had a mixtape with Drama, right? Back in the day, that joint was fire. But a lot of people thought that it was like doctored.
You want to know what happened?
Yeah.
See, all right. So look, you know about the business. All right. So look, boom. It was back then when they was doing the drama, the Gangsta Girl shit, like they do now. They already got them drops. You know what I'm saying? He'll do 1 or 2 somethings and say, you know how when they fix it and they put it in. Yeah, we send with it might be the intro and it might be something in the middle, might be a record or 2. They had some of the stuff already had worked out. I know Cannon and all them niggas. It's right in the middle of when they was getting ready to drop it, the feds came. Remember the feds came and got drummed? Yeah, they came and got drummed. They came and got and real talk. Like came and they took all the shit. Them niggas was so scared. They was like, yo, the label we already had paid for half the fun of shit. They was like, yo, what you gonna do? I was like, yo, I'm gonna finish it. Like I'm gonna fix it, finish it. All he was like, yo, don't use no live shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't. So at that time, the reason why it come out and it sound like that is because that was, if you go back then, it was. It wasn't supposed to be no more Gangsta Grills after that. They stopped. Remember, they stopped for like 6 years. They stopped. They took all their masters.
I had that CD. I had the jungle.
It wasn't supposed to be no more after. That was the time when it was. Remember, it went down.
Niggas was like that nigga Drama didn't do this joint. Right? That's people was arguing with that. It was like
Yeah, Drama did not do that. You're right. Drama did not do that shit. Yeah, he didn't.
But the shit was fire though. The whole
Drama
mixtape
did
was
that
fire.
shit. I mean, he did. For one, Cannon and all of them was doing them shits. It was other engineers and shit. Like it was, they had packages. You can get the you get
it's like
boot,
a factory.
You get the $5,000 mixtape. You get the you get the 1,500 or you get the 750 joint. I might have got
the beats and everything. You know,
everything. I already had the songs and everything. I already had the shit. It just was I wanted him to host the shit and put it together. It wasn't nothing else. He didn't pick none of the songs and none of that shit. We already had it. It just was that was back in the day when I was on labels. They would take, you already had the songs. It was what, we go to the meetings, but like, what we gonna do? What's the plan? I already had. I want to work with Kanye. I want to do a Gangsta Grill, and it was that. So it was like, once you said it, then it's how we gonna do it. That's why my shit at the time was R&B. It was no R&B Gangsta Grills. It wasn't none. That Gangsta Grill is R&B.
I think you're right.
I know it is. It's called an R&B Gangsta Grill.
I can't remember all the details, but I just
all of it was all R&B, and at the time, everybody else was doing hip hop, and niggas was doing albums with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that was
like 07.
Shit, we dating. I don't know. I was on the middle of the deal. Probably 06, 07, something like that. Yeah, But that's when I was heavy in the mixtapes. But yeah, they right. They gave me the drops. I had it. It was in the system. We was gonna go. We was on our way out there to do it. The feds kicked the fucking thing in. The studio. The real federales.
All right, and then this is the last thing I'm gonna get out of here. You was talking about robots, right?
Hmm?
Yo, don't you think that shit is for weak people? That's like robots should be for like weak people or like handicapped people with disabilities or old people, right? You know
Man, I gotta show you this shit. This girl just showed me today.
Like.
Not even. Did you see the shoes they got?
No.
They about $1,300, $1,600 that you put on and they make you do the extra steps. Like make you fat. It's hard to explain. I gotta get this shit. You gotta see this shit. Yeah, it's gonna be there for the help the people. They got some shit that they for people to help them walk again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The robot is to insinuate. It's to help. Along with shit, you know what I'm saying? We're already.
I think it's all making people lazy, you know.
Not at all. It's gonna have to evolve. It's stuff that we can't. You kind of can't grasp it. One way you can't to think about it is the phone. You would never think that if I was to take you back 20 years and tell you, you're gonna be doing everything from your phone.
I think the phone's a crazy disadvantage.
Nah,
it's a crazy disadvantage to your brain.
No,
because think back then, everybody's number by heart. You know what I'm saying? You're using more of your brain to know things and do things. You know what I'm saying? You know how to get to places. You don't need no map. You know what I mean? People just use maps and they don't even know how to use their brain compass. You know what I mean? And they just make you trash. It just make you trash and weak. And it's like looking up stuff. Like they know that just looking up things real quick. You don't retain that information. You might just win an argument real quick, but you didn't really retain that, opposed to like reading a book.
I don't think so. That's why again, it's a tool. Like a hammer. A hammer is a tool.
Yeah.
Now with a hammer, I could bust you over the head with it, or I could build a house. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is just a tool. Like how you said, book. Not only could I read all the time, but now I can audiobooks while I'm asleep. Way more books. Remember Encyclopedia Britannica?
Yeah.
There you go. Remember you had to guess and argue. Ain't no arguing no more. Here you go. We can find out. Points per game. What do you want to argue about? There's no more arguing. We don't have to argue about anything. We don't have to guess about anything. We don't. Yeah, there you go. I don't have to remember phone numbers. You really want to remember for what?
Just as a brain exercise.
There's other stuff we can do now. We don't have to do that now. Again, all right, so my kid would never know the member of a phone number. For what, Dad? I could push the button and
that's so emergency might come up. It might be an emergency. It could be some type of imminent danger that you need to type it in or something. You need to type it up.
Let's think. Let's set it up. Come on. I love these conversations.
All right, some type of.
So you in the woods?
No, you in the city, and a terrorist wiped everybody's shit.
Okay.
The Chinese wiped everybody's shit.
Okay.
You don't have nobody's data.
Okay.
And your map is you don't have no maps. Your maps is the only.
What city
thing that
you
work
in?
is the only thing that work is the cell phone calling people. Only thing that's working.
What city you in?
You here in Norfolk?
Where you going?
You
See how you think?
Ain't no gas.
No, I'm just asking. No, where you going? No, see, you go
trying to get to you. You trying to get to your peoples. You trying to get to your fam. You know what I'm saying?
My family and stuff with the phone and stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't no gas. I ain't got no gas in my car.
I already got gas. Gas is out. Some people might have some gas that they saved up, but it ain't gas. All the gas stations is done. Your people's out the beach.
Son, so this happened all instantly. It's like this not gonna happen in one day. What movie was you watching?
I'm watching movies. I'm just saying.
It's not gonna happen like that. I don't think it's gonna happen
they just gonna push the button.
Who's they?
The people.
Who's the people?
The ops.
Who's the ops?
Whoever you guys. Or it could be the people themselves.
You're taking your shirt off, John Moran. Put your shirt back on. Like who's the ops? Who's the people?
All right. Whoever was flying them balloons and all that.
Oh, fuck them balloons.
All
that ain't had nothing to do with us down here.
All right. Well, say
that was old bullshit. That's old hoop name.
Hurricane Isabel.
Okay.
Hurricane Isabel.
Hurricane come through. You know it's coming. You should buckle down, batten your hatches. If the last thing you're doing is worried about how you gonna call on them phone, for one, you should get in the car and know somewhere where to go. It's never gonna. I won't say it's never. I doubt it's gonna be that traumatic. To where you gotta. I was getting to what number that you're looking for that's so important in there that you got to call that is so. When terrorists come,
I don't know. It's crazy, John. It might not be that crazy, but it might be a situation that exists.
I understand what people.
Dial somebody's number. You might need to remember somebody's number.
Only time you need to do that is when you go to jail. That's cool. And you know what they let you do in jail now? They say, hey, get 5 numbers that you want out of it because we know you ain't going to remember them.
You go to jail and they tow your car and your phone is in your car.
Bro, you putting on too much.
That happened before.
You go to jail and that means you got to stop drinking.
No, whatever it was. It might not have been drinking. It might have been some bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened, it took you out. You left your shit. All right, but that's it, man. You know what I mean? That shit went too long anyway.
I feel you though. I understand. I don't. Nah, Rick. Yeah, I feel him. Rick, that's my man. Nah, I love Rick. He right though. But I don't try to remember some phone numbers and such because I remember a couple, but it's not. It's the couple that you remember is those are in dire emergencies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as if you need.
Yeah, like your wife and your kids. I don't know my kids' numbers by heart.
I definitely don't know my kids' numbers. He just one of them just text me right now. I definitely don't know his number. I don't know if I should know it. I think I should know it, but I don't know if I go to jail, I'm gonna call him. I think I should know it, but I know, but we got to be realistic. I don't think I'm going back in time to where is it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get no. I don't know what me. He may need to know my number. You understand what I'm saying? To call me in case. You understand what I'm saying? Like, not saying I don't. I definitely need to know his number, but I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna start practicing. Remember, you got me on.
My kids know my number. They know my number by heart.
Yeah. I'm gonna start remembering their number. I'm gonna forget something else, but I'm gonna start remembering their numbers. So fuck that. I'm gonna forget something, but I'm gonna remember their numbers. I guess.
All right, that's all I had to jump in, man.
Oh yeah, Rick G's one of the records. That's what he was saying. He just told me
get
that.
Them joints, man.
He told me I gotta send them records. I didn't know. He wanted. I could see
DJ Rick G's at gmail.com.
Oh my God! Don't say it for everybody. Now you're gonna get everybody.
That's all it is. That's everybody knows. You should know that.
Everybody gonna send you records now. You gonna have a billion records. Oh my God!
That's my job. I listen to music all day.
Yeah, everybody. This shit that you go to everybody on it now. Yeah,
DJ Rick G's at Gmail.
Everybody on. Everybody's sending them now.
That should be an easy joint.
That's the best shit. Yeah. All right. 1, 2. It's Boogie. Boogie. All right. I got it from there. 1, 2. Alright, yeah, and it goes. Tank top on, sweatpants over the stove top. Corner store one, I need 2 more boxes of fold tops. Mason jar in the old pot. Hey, you keep rocking and you don't stop. I put that doo-wop in the soda, make that bitch she do a tuck. Gabby Douglas with the wrist where it turns skirt boys into a truck. Yeah. We just call it coming up. I let my old head test it, now that motherfucker stuck. The neighbors know about us. I'm moving New York Knicks, chasing Milwaukee Bucks. I'm on my New York shit, skelly top making plucks. Kill the block, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Know they ask about us, but if it ain't about paper, then I don't say much. It's Boogie if you ain't heard of me. Yeah, from DNP, now it's BDP. Cause I get down, cause I get down, alright, we get down, paper. Yeah, down, paper.